Welcome to 1111, which is a segment for my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is the solar eclipse that happened on Monday, but first, um I don't I'm working on not gatekeeping and being a hater and just like girl bossing and just you know gaslighting. Like I'm that's my New Year's resolutions. So I want to start by not gatekeeping. So I'm going to show you my favorite song. This song, do it's like I'm not going to tell you the name. You're gonna have to see it on my you're gonna have to go on my YouTube and see it for yourself. But it's such a good song. I've really been into that. I've been into honestly, okay, you kind of know how you want to know how you can tell that I've kind of been like a little off is because I haven't been like listening to as much music, and I sometimes take a break from like listening to music and I'll just listen to like podcasts or like audiobooks. And I have been listening to this audiobook on Spotify because now Spotify and Audible are like twins. So Piranesi, I've been listening to her. I fell asleep, but I'm going to get into her while I go to bed because I kind of want to like I don't know, go to bed while listening to a book because it's like a really really insane like um fiction like mythology type books, and I love like Percy Jackson type vibe but not Percy Jackson. But yeah, that's what I've been into. I've also been into kombucha, and I'm running out, and I've just been drinking out of this one because I'm almost out, so might as well. But the solar eclipse was on Monday, and if you didn't get to see it, it was actually extremely beautiful. A lot of people from my mommy's WhatsApp stories were posting them in Mexico, and it was so insanely beautiful. Um, but I the solar eclipse and Mercury renegade, they're renegading. er, There's a lot going on right now with the stars and the moon and the planets, like a lot, and it's I feel like it's kind of made me it's like affected me with how I've been like feeling emotionally and like just how I've been operating. Like I feel very like emotionless, but at the same time in like a really sad state of just like thinking about the past a lot. And so I was reading about it, and it says that during this time, um, hold on, sorry. During this time, um, oh wow, that's like, this is, so it says for the next 6 months, the Aries eclipse will highlight the need to heal from past hurts so we can come into deep connection with others and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Um, it's inviting whole space and not go it alone while also considering what non negotiables we have about who we are and how we want to show up. The eclipse involves Mercury retrograde, slowing down the usual quick, fast, and perhaps domineering communication style that's typical of Mercury and Aries. Think, but also let your voice be heard and be consciousness of your purpose for sharing thoughts and ideas. This Mercury is currently ruled by Mars and Pisces, so we could feel like we want to say something, but it might not be as clear cut as we think. So basically, we had to like stop, stop, don't talk to me, loser, lame. Let go. I remember in like middle school when they would do that little like I thought it was like the coolest thing ever, and I wanted to be their friend. So I was like, "Hey, you know," and we did eventually become friends. Which, by the way, speaking of past, there's been like friends that I used to have in like from elementary school, like reappearing in my life, like coincidentally, and it's been a little scary. Um, I it's such an anxious feeling to me because, especially right now, like if they would have appeared, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, totally different. But like right now, I like what I just read about the solar eclipse and Mercury and Pisces and Aries. Um, I I'm very like nonverbal. I'm very I don't have a lot of like communication. I don't have many words in my head. I don't like I just want to be quiet and just journal. Like that's really all I want to do is just journal and just be by myself and with my thoughts during this period of time. Um I have worked a lot on like understanding my head and like understanding my mind and understanding my body. And during this time with my Scorpio and rising in and my moon, it's important for me to learn how to rest and learn how to like, you know, breathe in, breathe out. And so it's very important for me to listen to my body and not force it into doing anything that, you know, makes me have anxiety. And it's not the same with like pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I am still willing, like I go with my friends. I go to the gay bar to watch Drag Race with my friends every Friday. And like although I sometimes dread going because, you know, I can't be like 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 I'm not like 1,000% energized and I feel, bad. It is very important to surround yourself with people that have good energy and like, you know, make you feel good and you can be quiet with and you can just enjoy each other's company. Like right now that's the only people I want to surround myself with is like I hung out with my divas on Sunday and it was beautiful. I hung out with my niece on Saturday, which was amazing and beautiful, and I hung out with Jakey and my friends on Friday, which is amazing and beautiful. And it's like seeing people who that you can just be yourself and like be comfortable with is very nice because you don't have to certainly act a certain way to like entertain. So that's very lovely. I think that's important to do during this time. For me, it's also very important to like meditate and journal and like just be by yourself. I was talking to my boss today and I was like, I think I just always need like throughout my day just be by myself, whether that be like working out or like just in the park or just in my room doing whatever. I just sometimes just need to be by myself. I think it's something that we should all, make important like incorporate into our daily routine is like spend like 30 minutes by yourself and like, you know, I try not to go like lately also I've been off of like sorry. I've been off of like Instagram because it makes me like it's just too much. Like right now, like it's just too much for me to handle. And I really, really am like I want to be in nature and like hike as much as I can and like be outside as much as I can. Like that's my current vibe and like I feel like that's like what will heal me and like what will help me during also us like I feel like this is like generally like good things to do for just anyone, not just me, during this solar eclipse Mercury renegade time. So I recommend that. I also recommend like your habits and like taking this time to really dissect at least like for me like what I do is like I really want to like dissect like what I'm eating. I know it's kind of like tricky topic. I know, but um I it's very important to eat, you know, not always junk food. Um and I've kind of like felt much better that I don't eat junk food and I've been eating, cooked home meals. Also, gratitude. Um, it's very important to be grateful. There's a lot of bad things going on in this world, and the way you see the world is, how the world sees you, and it creates your reality. And so I've been trying to view the world in a much beautiful lens, but we also cannot deny, the people in Palestine, the people in Africa. Like it's very bad. It's very bad, and it's something that it is important to be informed by. Um, but sometimes we really do just have to take it day by day and focus on like what we can do for ourselves each day. And it's kind of like crazy. I sometimes feel like really bad. Like it's such a first world problem where it's like my biggest issue is just like my like right now, like, how do I feel better? Like what do I like my daily habits, like how, meditating and going on hikes and stuff. It's like a lot of people don't have this. A lot of people don't have this option. So taking it for granted, it's like let's not do that. But that's today's topic. I love you so much. Be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. Just day by day, bird by bird. Look for purple cars. Star, I love you. Okay, bye. Mwah.